Hi, I'm Arkush for ChicagoSunTimes.com with our weekly fantasy football preview. We take a look at Week 14 in the National Football League, and we're going to start with some Detroit Lions that you probably should get in your lineup this weekend. They've had the extra rest played 10 days earlier against the Chicago Bears on Thanksgiving Day, and that offense that had slumbered so terribly, well, it woke up in a big way against the Bears. So we're going to say Joique Bell, Theo Riddick, and Eric Ebron. Now, these are all players that will get the ball after Golden Tate and Megatron, but Matt Stafford did a really nice job of spreading the ball around their last game against the Bears. As I say, that offense woke up, and this week they're going to get a Bucs defense that has really struggled to stop teams. They've got some good football players, but as a unit, they're not playing very well. They're ranked near the bottom of the league in almost every category, and the game is in Detroit. We do expect the Lions to have a big one, so play every Lion offensive player you can, specifically, again, Riddick, Bell, Ebron. They're good guys that you want to get in your lineup. Another team in the same vein, the Houston Texans woke up in a big way last Sunday. Ryan Fitzpatrick threw 6 touchdown passes. I don't think he's going to throw 6 touchdown passes again, but I do think he's on a mission to prove he should be considered in the competition for that quarterback job in Houston. I would play Ryan Fitzpatrick this week against a bad Jacksonville Jaguar defense. Now, in addition to that, everybody knows to play Arian Foster. If you've checked the stats, you know you got to play Deandre Hopkins. These guys are first team must starts for you, but go with backup running back Alfred Blue and go with the aging but ageless Andre Johnson. Johnson's had an off year, but he came up big last week when Fitzpatrick finally found himself, and I think Fitzpatrick will be looking for him again this week. The Jaguars aren't very good, but they will try and take away Hopkins. They'll try and take away Foster, so that's why we're saying again, Alfred Blue, Andre Johnson, Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Houston Texans against a bad Jacksonville Jaguar football team. One more team to look at, the New Orleans Saints. Now, yeah, you don't have to be told to play Drew Brees or Jimmy Graham. Those are obvious. Mark Ingram is having a pretty good year for himself, and so is Kenny Stills. When you think of Saints receivers, Kenny Stills isn't the first guy to pop in your mind. But this week, the Carolina defense is going to be in New Orleans. Carolina is really struggling. They've been lost the last few weeks. We expect Ingram to go off on the ground and think Kenny Stills is a guy who could get you a couple touchdowns. As it's been proven all year long, Drew Brees likes going to him. He's not the first choice, but he is a guy that Brees will look for. So go with the Saints to put up a whole bunch of points this weekend. And your one matchup to avoid, I'm going to take you back to Ford Field in Detroit. We talked about Tampa Bay. That Tampa offense, nothing is going right now. Josh McCown has been a terrible decision at starting quarterback. Do not play Josh McCown against the Detroit Lions. And as good a running back as Doug Martin can be, as good a number 2 as Bobby Rainey can be, the Lions are still the best defense in the NFL against the run. So do not play Martin, even if he was your first-round pick. Don't play McCown, even if he's your backup quarterback and you need somebody to go with. And stay away, if you can, from Bobby Rainey. Not going to have a big day against the Lions this Sunday. That'll do it for our fantasy football preview. But for the very best in sports, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, stay right where you're at ChicagoSunTimes.com.